Everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Homeopathic Super Sessions by Dr. Jargos. Today, I'll be doing drug proving as per the aphorisms given in Organon textbook, the 6th edition. Well, it is given in aphorism number 105 to 145. Out here, Dr. Hahnemann has said that the second point regarding the knowledge of instruments for cure of the natural disease will be done through the process of drug proving. So how he's taken the second point. The first point was already case taking. The second point is regarding drug proving. Here we have to investigate the pathogenetic powers of the medicine. So pathogenetic meaning the disease producing power of the medicine. This will enable us to select the right simillimum in order to cure the disease. So therefore, if you want to cure the disease correctly, you have to prove a drug on a healthy human being, and then only this will enable us to select the right simillimum. Thus, the full picture of the pathogenetic effects of several medicines have to be known in order to cure the sick. So naturally, you just cannot know the drug picture of one medicine. You have to have a good number of medicines for proving the drug in order to know the pathogenetic effects. It can be obtained by administering the drug to a healthy person and noting down its symptoms. So if you want to prove many drugs, you have to prove one drug on a big group of people, and that group of people should be healthy. This will enable the physician to select the most suitable homeopathic remedy for most of the natural diseases. So therefore, if you approve many drugs, then only you will be able to select a suitable homeopathic remedy which will be useful to combat the natural disease which the patient is suffering from. The medicine cannot be proved on the sick person even though it is administered singly and alone. So Dr. Hahnemann again reminds us that you cannot prove the medicine on the sick person. It can only be proven on a healthy person. Why? Because the true effects of medicines cannot be precisely seen. This is because the symptoms produced by the medicines are mixed up with the symptoms of the existing disease. So if a person is sick, then if you prove the drug or if you give the drug for proving, then the true effects cannot be precisely seen because the person is already sick. He has a set of symptoms, and when we administer the drug to the patient, he may also prove the symptoms, and the symptoms of the original drug will get mixed up of the symptoms of the disease. So therefore, it will be a mixture of both symptom of the sick person plus symptom of the drug which is administered to the person. Therefore, you cannot prove it on a sick individual. Therefore, there is only one way of ascertaining the peculiar effects of medicine. So therefore, Hahnemann says that there's only one way of ascertaining the peculiar effects of the medicine, that is on healthy individuals. This is the most secure and natural way to accomplish the object of drug proving. So therefore, he says that you have to prove it on healthy individuals, then only you will be able to accomplish the object of drug proving in a most sure and natural way. We have to see the changes in the signs and symptoms on both the mental and physical level. So when we do drug proving or when we give a particular drug for proving on a healthy individual, we have to see naturally the symptomatology on the mental and the physical level. Dr. Hahnemann has given us the credit for drug proving to Dr. Albrecht von Haller in the footnote number 91. So Dr. Hahnemann was very honest. He said that he did not discover the process of drug proving, but he gave its application. And he gives the credit to Dr. Albrecht von Haller. If you just read your 6th edition, the footnote number 91, he has mentioned it out there. However, Dr. Hahnemann gave his practical application and believed that this is the only method which can be used to cure human maladies. So as I told you, Dr. Hahnemann took up Dr. Albrecht von Haller's work and gave its practical application. Dr. Hahnemann had confirmed his observations by proving the medicine on himself as well as on other healthy individuals. So Dr. Hahnemann was the first one to start this drug proving. So what did he do? He first started proving medicines on himself as well as his followers who were healthy individuals. Dr. Hahnemann gives details of what has occurred as histories of poisonings and has shown proof to show the dangerous effects of these powerful substances. So therefore also Dr. Hahnemann has showed that if you see the literature of the histories of poisonings, you will see that enough proof is there to show how powerful these effects would be. This was done in order to warn others of their use and also for the sake of showing off their skills. So it so happened that certain doctors of the old school, they used to use these powerful drugs which were like poisons. So it was seen that people were cured of their disease and health returned. So what happened? Just by luck or many a times, it was seen that when these harsh or poisoning substances were used by the school of the modern medicine, sometimes they used to cure the disease and health returned. But many a times people died, which they justified themselves by labeling the substance as poison. But when the patient died, they used to console their relatives by saying that they have done everything what they could do in their capacity, and whatever medicine was given, it was a poisonous substance. That is why the patient had died. So they would justify themselves by saying that this substance basically was a poison, as a result of which the patient died. None of the persons dreamt that the substance that they termed as poisons and the symptoms which they recorded as noxious and poisonous character were nothing else than the capability of the substance to produce such symptoms which would extinguish curative similar symptoms in natural disease. So none of the persons dreamt. That means what? The old school physicians, they never dreamt that these substances which were termed as poisons or noxious in character, they had the capability of producing such symptoms which would extinguish or which would eliminate curatively similar symptoms in the natural disease. So if these symptoms of these poisonous or the noxious substances were found and you're using the law of similars and you're giving it to the diseased person having a similar set of symptoms, the cure will take place. The pathogenetic phenomena was the limitation of the homeopathic curative action. Dr. Hahnemann once again reminds us that the only way to ascertain the pathogenic powers of the medicine is to observe the changes on the healthy individual. So again and again, if you read the aphorisms, Dr. Hahnemann reminds you that the only way to find out the disease-producing power, that is the pathogenic power of the medicine, is to prove it on a healthy individual or a healthy human being. This cannot be learned by speculation, nor by smell, taste, and appearance of the drugs, or by chemical analysis. So Dr. Hahnemann says that you cannot learn the process of drug proving by just speculating or by building castles in the air or building a hypothesis that this drug may be useful for such and such condition, nor by the smell, taste, or appearance of the drugs or by chemical analysis. So it cannot be given in a mixture form to cure the disease. And furthermore, he says that the mixture form of the medicines are not allowed. Only a single medicine has to be proved in order to get the true effects. It was never thought that the histories of the medicinal disease would one day furnish the true roots of the pure materia medica. Since the earliest times, the materia medica consisted of false theories and fiction of imagination that actually did not exist at all. So in the earliest times, meaning the time before homeopathy was developed or was introduced by Dr. Hahnemann or was discovered by Dr. Hahnemann, the materia medica of the old school, it consists of only false theories and hypotheses or fictions of imagination, or they imagined that this drug would be useful for a particular condition. But actually that did not exist at all. So it was just lies, it was just theories, it was just hypotheses, it was just building castles in the air by the old school physicians. So their materia medica, in short, was nothing but based on false conjectures or false observations or false theories. The pure effects of medicine can only be seen by the changes it produces on the healthy human body according to fixed eternal laws of nature. So therefore he says, Dr. Hahnemann says that the pure effects of medicines can only be seen on the healthy body according to the fixed eternal laws of nature. This produces reliable symptoms according to its own peculiar character. So therefore, by doing this process, you will get reliable symptoms and it will be peculiar to that particular drug which you are proving. So that's all for this small video. Part 2 will be coming up soon. So please stay tuned for more. Thank you very much.